Hello, everyone. Welcome back to your journey of the Hidden region. To recap from the previous video, you headed to Professor Chestnut's abandoned lab and received your starter Pokémon with the choice between a bush thing, a weird horse, and one eggy boy. Afterwards you headed out to the nearest route to make your way to the first gym with a bag full of supplies. But this journey isn't without your fair share of encounters of wild Pokémon. In this video, we'll be covering the first of your encounters with the regional early game bug along with its evolutions. You start to make your way down the dirt path in front of you, but before you could enter the tall grass you were stopped by the sound of someone yelling. "Hey! Hold on!" Wait, they yell as they run towards you. A Riolo clung onto their leg as they ran while a Gibble waddled excitedly behind. They stop in front of you and take a moment to catch their breath before speaking. "Hey, you're that trainer the professor was supposed to meet today, right?" they questioned. "I'm Ray. The professor is going to be out for longer than expected and they asked me to track your progress." Ray then went on to show you the basics of the Pokémon world. They had retrieved the remaining Pokémon from the lab and challenged you to a 1v1 battle, with Ray using the starter that has the type advantage against yours. So if you had chose a Sprutman, they would have fought you with a Fulferno. Afterwards they teach you how to catch Pokémon and use a Pokédex. I know that was a lot to take in, but if you need anything else, you can find me at the local Pokémon daycare. I'll be checking up on you periodically to see how you and your Pokémon are doing, Ray reassured before leaving you to finally start your Pokémon journey for real this time. You step back into the tall grass to find your first Pokémon. Cue the speed paint. Through the tall grass you are met with a Pokémon with a horrendous texture. Meet Corsapillar. This Pokémon is bright and shiny, catching the eye of many bird Pokémon. But when it gets caught up in the beak of a predator, it is quickly spit back out. The reason being, is that this Pokémon is covered in a fine steel coat that cuts into the mouths of its enemies. It is recommended to wear gloves when handling this coarse creature. When Corsapillar reaches level 14, which shouldn't take too long due to its sharp exterior, it evolves. Meet Rustmoth. Keeping its sharp exterior, it has the addition of big metallic wings that are unfortunately not immune to rust. It went from being untouchable to being able to make sure predators don't even get near it. With each flap of its wings it can push those pesky birds far, far away. There are tales of a particularly large Rustmoth who appears before disasters take place. Despite this reputation of being a bad omen, Rustmoth is adored by many. Now that this Pokemon has evolved, it's much more clear that the inspiration of this evolution line is Mothman. More specifically, the Mothman statue, which is what gave it its steel typing. When I saw the holes on the wings of the statue, my mind went to rust and I expanded the concept from there. So what do you think of Corsapillar? Would you catch it, fight it, or simply run away? Would you add it to your team or will it be stuck in a box? Do you like Rustmoth or are you hitting B when Corsapillar reaches level 20? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.